Next little section I want to go over is the solution.
Yep.
Um, it's my favorite storyline in EPW history. First and foremost, I want to know how that was all put together from idea to fruition.
Um, so the idea and the aesthetic and all of that, I can credit 100% to Shippy. That he was already around the fringes doing the Warship Anonymous gimmick.
Yeah,
He had spent time between him and Jado Banger. They had spent time creating this aesthetic around this character, and it was cool. It was something that really separated Shippy from the rest of the pack, and the guys were presenting his he would put his videos up and they would have these little spots for him on shows, but I think they didn't really have an idea of where it was going. And I remember, I'm sure it was Jamie Jura came to me and said, "Hey, can I have Shippy as a guy in this thing that I want to do?" And I don't know what it was that went off in my own head. And I can't remember if I actually agreed to it with Jamie and then went back on it, or whether I cut it off at the pass and said, "No, man, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen." But I looked at this as this chance to somehow get to this character that I had imagined myself being when I came back, that I would be able to paint my face. I would be able to move to a different style and a different attitude and remove myself from the Dave Storm that everyone had known for 11 or 12 years, that this could be something that could really help reset me. And I felt like we were a nice combination of Shippy had the aesthetic down, he had the gimmick down, he had the whole feeling around it was fantastic. And I brought a level of in-ring credibility that would help him as well. So I thought this is a nice combination of his gimmick will help pull me up, and my in-ring and my credibility with the fans will help bring him up at the same time. And that beginning, I was just thinking about that, the beginning, the way we laid the tracks. That is as good a pro wrestling angle that I've been involved in. I think that
yeah.
he would show up every time Hayden was involved in something, and I would look like I was trying to save Hayden, but every time that I tried to save Hayden, I'd end up costing Hayden. So Hayden's looking at Shippy saying, this guy's out to get me. And then eventually, obviously, the wheel turns in Hayden's head, and we're going to announce this new member of the Solution. And we go to the ring, and Hayden's accusing me of, you're going to be the guy, because he knows that I've been screwing him at every turn, and I'm denying it. And then Shippy comes out with Richter, and the fans go, "Oh, that's the new guy." and then that moment where I think I stalked down Shippy and Richter, and I grab them by the shirt, and then I slowly turn around, and the three of us are standing on one side of the ring, and Hayden's on the other. And just the penny dropping moment with the fans and with I love that, man. I'm not a Vince Russo swerved guy. I am a guy who I like laying the tracks that if you are paying attention, you go, I know exactly where this is going. And yes, sometimes that's predictable, but I like to reward the fans who are paying attention. That if you lay enough breadcrumbs that they go, "Man, I knew it. It's so rewarding just to hear that audience go, "Oh God, of course."
Yeah.
And just that build from there, particularly to the 6-man tag with Hughesy, Banksy, and Hayden. That was one of the funnest periods of my whole career. That just working with those guys and having this great angle that ran through the middle of the card and sort of helped strengthen up the middle of the show was just so rewarding. That match actually won Match of the Year, voted by the wrestlers. So we have a fan vote, and then at the end of the year, we have a wrestler vote, and the wrestlers voted that Match of the Year. And I think that one probably means more to me than anything, because we were a mid-card feud. We weren't designed to be and I think, if you look at the in-ring work that year, Chris Weiss, Alex Kingston, and Marcus Pitt are just absolutely annihilating it at the top of the card. But we had such a strong emotional connection with that storyline. And it got such a great reaction on the night. Banksy brought a couple of his footy mates. They were in the drinking section. It just made for this amazing atmosphere and this wonderful payoff to this storyline. Full credit to Shippy that just he was the one that brought the whole idea together. And all I thought was, hey man, I want to steal off that a little bit or a lot. I want to steal off that a lot and bring that character over to be with me. And in turn, I hope that, my in-ring and my timing and the way I set up things, that all those things in time will also help him. And he'll be involved in things that mean more because my name's attached to him.